Hello students. In a previous standard, we have learned about weather and climate. What is weather? Weather is the state of atmosphere at a given place or time in regards heat and temperature, dampness or dryness in the air, atmospheric or air pressure, moisture, humidity, precipitation, winds, etc. Together these components we describe weather condition at any given place or time. We often talk about it. For example, we say it is a sunny, it is a hot, it is a warm, it is a cold, it is a cloudy, it is a raining, it is a raining hard, wind is a blowing, a strong wind is a blowing, it is a humid, it is a snowing. Such a way we describe about the weather conditions. These conditions are short-lived. If we observe from this morning to next morning, we can feel these are different type of changes in the atmospheric conditions. What about climate? Climate is an average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time is called climate. Climate is generally expressed as cool and dry, hot and humid, hot and dry, etc. Elements of weather are taken into consideration while describing climate. Now, today, related to weather and climate, we are going to start new chapter, humidity and clouds. Now take out your textbooks and turn page number 16 and observe figure number 3.1. After observation, we will discuss according to your observation points. And now observe figure number 3.1, which has given on your textbook page number 16. Look at the pictures shown in figure 3.1. Discuss the weather conditions shown in these pictures and write the descriptions in the boxes below. After observation, write down in the boxes your observation points. After observation, write down in the boxes your observation points. And now, see this conversation among these two persons in picture number 1. It is a very sunny today. The wind has stopped blowing. I foresee sandstorm. Let us go quickly inside the house. Yes, even I feel the same. Come, let us go fast. Such a type of conversations we can experience in the arid region where the climate is hot and dry. There is hardly any moisture in the air.
The Sahara Desert is a desert located in African continent. It is the largest hot desert in the world. The Thar Desert, also known as the Great Indian Desert. It is the world's 17th largest desert. A major part of the Thar Desert is in Rajasthan state in India. In such a region, the proportion of sand is more than the water and vegetations. Sand gets heated up quickly but cannot hold the heat. So during daytime it stays warm and at night it loses heat and making the nights colder because there is a less component in the deserts that can either absorb heat from the sun or hold it on the surface when the sun is set.
The person in a given picture experiencing very sunny weather condition. Look at this. Is a dialogue. It is a very sunny today. He foresees sandstorm and says the wind has stopped blowing. But this can happen for very short time. So sandstorms can happen quickly. 1 minute they are not there and next minute they are right next to you. During daytime, when the temperature in a specific area of a hot desert increases rapidly, velocity of a wind increases. Sandstorms have a wind speed at least 40 km per hour. This increased temperature and high velocity of wind indicates sandstorm in a specific area. So, we can label this picture as a arid or hot and dry region and hot and dry climate.
The air in a region is dry primarily due to low moisture content or less humidity. There is hardly any moisture in the air. Moreover, distance from the sea, the high speed of the wind and increased rate of evaporation contribute to a decrease in the moisture holding capacity of atmosphere in such a region.
And now see the conversation among these two peoples in a picture number 2. Buddy, it is very hot today. Yes, Soham. I am literally soaked because of the sweat. Such a type of conversations can be experienced mostly in the coastal deserts or coastal regions. The air in such regions is hot and humid. Therefore, these regions have a hot and humid climate. Due to heat received from the sun and nearness of the sea in such regions, air remains hot and humid.
Due to high intensity of sun rays, especially in summer season when surface water of ocean is heated to its boiling point, it becomes water vapor. When the temperature increasing rapidly during daytime in the coastal area, surface water of ocean gets evaporates. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of converting water into steam or water vapor. Because of the sun's heat, the water on the earth gets converted into water vapor. Water is present as a liquid and as a gas in the atmosphere. Water is present as a liquid and as a gas in the atmosphere. When water is a gas, it is called water vapor. Liquid water changes into a gas when water molecules get extra energy from a heat source such as the sun. These energetic molecules then escape from the liquid water in the form of gas. In the process of changing from liquid to gas, the molecules absorb heat which they carry with them into atmosphere. The amount of water vapor in the air is called humidity. The humidity in the atmosphere is called moisture. The proportion of moisture in the atmosphere depends on temperature. Air with a higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture or water vapor in the air. Coastal areas are humid because there is a specific amount of water vapor that air can hold. The air circulating in the coastal areas at a different time, you can see in this picture, at a daytime and at a night time, air is circulating, and due to this, their proximity to the vast water bodies always contain significant amount of water vapor in them. Hence, sweating is a lot more in coastal areas. That is why coastal areas are humid.
In this given picture, the person used the word the sweat. Increased sweating, you might have noticed that you sweat more when humidity level increases. When the humidity in the air is high, the warm moisture stays on your skin longer, making you feel hotter.
Especially in summer season when the temperature increases and this region becomes heated more than its surrounding, it creates significant amount of evaporation. Convection currents then push up the moist or humid air and condenses. Result, dark clouds are formed. These clouds result in a rainfall is called convectional rainfall. Convection currents are the result of a differential heating of the sun. During daytime, land gets heated up quickly and surface of water gets heated up slowly because water is unstable than the land. It is this movement that creates circulation patterns known as convection currents in the atmosphere as well as in the water and in the mantle of the earth.
Such a type of weather condition can be experienced in the coastal region. For example, in Mumbai, the city of Maharashtra in India, the air is hot and humid. There, the proportion of moisture is very high in the air due to nearness of the sea. In addition, if dark clouds covers the sky, the content of moisture in the air increases. Therefore, we can describe the weather condition shown in this picture as a hot and humid climate or coastal region. And now, see the conversation among these peoples in picture number 3. Children, come fast, wear your sweaters and then play again. Mommy, please wait. Let us play, please. Such a type of conversation can be experienced in cold deserts or cold regions. Cold deserts have a cool and dry climate. Kashmir valleys in India lies a region with cold and dry air. Moisture is a minimal in the air. These cold deserts can be found at a high altitude region. Cold deserts are typically located in temperature zones, usually in the rain shadow of high mountains which restrict precipitation from westerly winds.
Look at these locations of cold deserts on the surface of the earth. The Ladakh region in the great Himalayas in India, Patagonian desert in Argentina. At a high altitude, there are less moisture in the air. As we move up or increase altitude through the atmosphere, the charged or energetic molecules becomes cooler. Air can hold water vapor, but at high altitude, the water vapor holding capacity of the air will decrease. As a result, the water particle or water vapor lose heat and cool down. Once they cool down enough, the water particles change from gas to a liquid state in the form of clouds. This process is called condensation. Other air molecules sink in that region and creates high air pressure with cold air. This air is almost dry because moisture is minimal in the air. People in this region cover themselves with warm clothes.
In this picture, children are playing in a mountainous region. Of course, they are playing during daytime. Even mountains are cold, though this area receives sun rays and affects changing temperature. In this picture, the person says to the children that wear sweaters and then play again. As we know that sweater protects our body from cold air, helps to keep our body warm. But why she expressed immediately such a way? Let us see the reason behind this. Mountain weather conditions can change dramatically from 1 hour to the next. For example, in just a few minutes, a thunderstorm can roll in when the sky was perfectly clear. And just a few hours, hot temperatures to temperatures that are below freezing. At the higher altitude, due to low temperature that are below freezing, we says minus temperature, snow covers the ground. Snow cannot hold heat. During daytime, the incoming radiation is reflected into space. That is why the ground is shining in this region. Therefore, much of incoming radiation is reflected into space, keeping the surface colder. When the temperature increases in such a region, the air pressure will increase more than the average high pressure, and as a result, wind speed increases than the average wind speed. The process of evaporation increases with the increases in wind speed. Vapor particles move away when the speed of wind increases. This leads to increase in the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. The process of evaporation removes heat from the environment, which is why evaporating from your skin cools you. And that is why maybe the person in the given picture says to the children that wear sweaters, because sweaters are used for protecting our skin from evaporation or from cold air. So we can describe the weather condition in this picture as a cold and dry climate or cold deserts. In this discussion, the words hot and dry, hot and humid, cold and dry, etc. shows the condition of the air.
They relate to the content of the moisture in the air. Moisture in the air is invisible, but it is the major component of air which is taken into consideration while discussing the weather of any place. For precipitation to occur in any place, presence of moisture in the air is very important. If the air is dry and hot, the rate of evaporation increases. The process of evaporation continues even in cold and dry air. On the other hand, evaporation occurs very slowly in a moist air. If the velocity of temperature of the air is high, then evaporation occurs rapidly. If the wind is blowing slowly and the air is cooler, then evaporation occurs slowly. Next time we will see humidity in the air.